You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long and now you get to stake a claim? You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. No, if I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the... Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back, which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just an investigation, that's all!
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first?
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as... I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment...
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ample light. Active biological organisms. Yes, this is a good place to sketch.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, who knows how long it will be before I get to you.
Well, if you have so much to take care of...
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example?
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember, aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait! This is all too perhaps it would be better...
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always... Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say, and here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control...
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find... You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the... Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't. Then again, I've got no words.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like... I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Listen, I have no idea what she's trying to do, but trust me.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause an...
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries... Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward...
You have, but mark my words, this
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with a knight. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get...
Forget it. There's no point in... It's all right. This happens quite often.
Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of...
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to do...
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But as memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our... right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocrat. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to drive.
It's so cold.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite... But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their...
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks so too.
You look pretty... All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into...
Solidify!
Not bad. A lot better than I had.
Paimon almost... So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me. Let's proceed. This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
This is order. Gather! Solidify! Come into being! Alternatives?
Well done. Your performance was most impressive, and you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragonspine surroundings. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is...
Like Paimon said, adventure... so, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of...
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. Didn't you just say that you were freezing?
Oh, thank you!
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be... I already have something in mind.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle?
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrat seemed to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it Gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to...
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well... no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's... Alright, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is...
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from...
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Here, the Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to... But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see Eula. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite... Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius.
Whoa! So both sides...
That's right. So you can imagine how determined... But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able... In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after... People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again.
I'm glad. I think that would make... Take care.
tattered, but there's a really fancy chip. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook—
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
Ah, a kindred spirit, I see. Yes, we must resist the blundering knights of Favonius. You are true and principled. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears—
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an—
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mon—
By the way, we brought a gift. Ahem. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of—
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort— It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty— I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake. Ah, yes, this aroma, just as I remember it, and this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what—
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself. To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring—
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Gather!
Written in the stars.
Moment of birth! Burn!
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my... As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with...
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest...
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must...
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine.
Let them here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring... Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius...
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details.
And what about this... thing?
You...
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses?
Oh, so that's what's going on.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly...
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to... That shape is the...
I see. Crude, but...
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the deed. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, Be certain not to divulge our identity.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then... Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on...
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted. No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Looks like I went too far. Who's next?
The door is open. Let's go. Is that...
Don't touch me! Get out of my way!
It seems we finally caught up with you. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such tradition...
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plan.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you, and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knight...
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make, trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance...
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The Honorary Knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the knights...
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. Let's discuss this later. More speed.
Stabilize! Stabilize!
They're here! Stop them!
Solidify!
There is no escape!
Dodge this! Bring it on!
I condemn you!
Must counterattack!
Freeze!
Cool it! The loneliness.
Illusion shattered!
Gather! I will have order! Well...
Ha! Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
Let's move.
No time to lose. Oh, so sorry.
Killjoy! Went too far. Finally, some quiet.
Shine down!
Put your back into it! Solidify!
Freeze to the core! Shudder!
Go on this quickly!
Eye for an eye! Torn to oblivion!
This is it.
Illusion shattered!
Free! Gather! Must counterattack!
You're mine!
The loneliness of death.
More speed. More speed.
Dodge this!
That's where they put the diagram!
Does here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight! You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Illusion shattered!
So soon! What an annoyance.
Freeze!
Can't run from death. Take cover!
Stabilize!
I must counterattack!
It will be frozen in time. Riptide!
Finally. I must collect myself.
I condemn you!
This is trouble.
Eye for an eye!
Death.
This must be it. They may, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, As opposed, the Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking, I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Huh?